Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about staying safe while working with computers. We'll focus on the importance of occupational health and safety, especially when it comes to disassembling a PC. We'll cover the essential steps, safety tips, and the right tools and protective gear to keep you safe. So let's get started. Occupational health and safety is a cross-disciplinary area concerned with protecting the safety, health, and welfare of people engaged in work. The goal of the occupational health and safety programs is to foster a safe work environment. As a secondary effect, it may also protect coworkers, family, employers, customers, suppliers, nearby communities, and other members of the public who are impacted by the workplace environment. It may involve interactions among many subject areas, including occupational medicine, occupational or industrial hygiene, public health, safety engineering, chemistry, and health physics. Personal safety while working along with PC. Computer equipment can be dangerous, and you or others can be injured or even killed if you don't follow proper safety guidelines when working along PC. The following are some precautionary measures to take before working with any computer equipment. Before you start to work on the computer, perform the following steps in the sequence indicated. 1. Turn off the computer and all peripherals. 2. Touch an unpainted metal surface on the computer chassis, such as the metal around the card slot openings at the back of your computer, before touching anything inside your computer. 3. Disconnect the computer and all peripherals from the electrical outlets. Doing so reduces the potential for personal injury or shock. Also, disconnect any telephone or telecommunication lines from the computer. Additional safety tips. Wear shoes with non-conductive rubber soles to help reduce the chance of being shocked or seriously injured in an electrical accident. Do not work on components that are plugged into their power source. Do not remove expansion cards from a computer when it is turned on. Remove all jewelry when working inside any computer-related equipment. Be sure not to mix electronic components and water. When shut down your computer, be sure to shut it down properly. Do not turn it off with a key switch. Don't eat or drink while working. Common tools for disassembling a PC. Screwdrivers, essential for removing screws that hold components in place. Tweezers, for handling small parts like RAM sticks, CMOS batteries, or heatsink clips. Plastic spudger, gently prise apart components without causing damage. Anti-static wrist strap, protect components from electrostatic discharge or ESD. Precision screwdrivers, for smaller screws found on internal components. Common PPE for disassembling a PC. Anti-static wrist strap, prevents ESD damage to electronic components. Safety glasses, protects eyes from flying debris or small parts. Nitrile gloves, protect hands from cuts and static electricity. Dust mask, protects respiratory system from dust particles.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to explore the fascinating process of assembling and disassembling a computer. Understanding how to assemble and disassemble a computer is crucial for troubleshooting, upgrading, and maintaining your system. Let's start with disassembling the computer. We will go through the following steps. Ang step 1 natin is to remove the case, then step 2 is to remove the SATA cable. Yung SATA cable is nag-help siya mag-transfer ng data between sa motherboard at saka sa mga storage devices katulad ng HDD, SSD, tsaka yung mga optical drives. Ang step 3 natin is to remove the supply cable. Ang Ang step 4 natin is to remove all front panel connectors. Yung front panel connectors, also known as system panel connectors or headers, ay para sa ating user interaction at saka providing crucial system status indicators. Ang step 5 natin is to remove all cables connected from the power supply to the motherboard. Yan, meron tayo ditong dalawang power cable. Yung una is 24-pin main power cable at saka yung 8-pin 4+4 CPU power cable. Yung 34-pin main power cable is the primary power connector that supplies power to the motherboard. Yung 8-pin naman is yung additional power specifically to the CPU. Ang step 6 naman natin is to remove the hard disk drive. Ang main function ng hard disk drive or HDD is to provide large capacity, non-volatile storage for the computer's operating system, applications, and user data. Pag sinabing non-volatile, yan yung type of memory or storage that retains data even when the power supply is turned off, ensuring the information is preserved for a long-term access without the need for a continuous power source. Ang step 7 naman natin is to remove the power supply. Ang main function ng power supply is to convert electrical energy from an outlet into the appropriate voltage. And ito yung nagpa-power sa mga computer's component natin, including yung motherboard, CPU, storage devices, and peripherals. Ang step 8 naman natin is to gently remove the motherboard. Ang main function ng motherboard is to serve as the central circuit board that connects and allows communication between all components of a computer, including the CPU, memory, storage devices, and peripheral devices. Ang step 9 natin is to remove the RAM from the RAM slot. Ang ating RAM or yung random access memory natin is yung nagpe-provide siya ng temporary high-speed storage para sa data and saka instruction na kailangan ng CPU pag-perform ng task. Yung RAM slot naman ay yung nagsaserve ng physical interface on the motherboard that allows RAM modules to be installed and connected to the system. Sa pagkakabit naman natin, ang tatandaan lang natin kung ano yung huli nating tinanggal, yun din yung una nating kakabit. Yun, ang ating kakabit ngayon is yung RAM muna. Then sa pagkakabit ng RAM, kailangan maingat tayo. Then pupush lang natin, then tutulak lang natin yung pin para ma-secure yung RAM. Then sunod natin is yung motherboard. Ganun din sa motherboard, kung paano natin tinanggal ang itsura, dapat ganun din ang itsura niya sa pagkakabit natin. Tama lang natin ang ating motherboards para ma-screw natin to na maayos. Yan. Sa pag-screw, kailangan maigpit ang ating pag-screw para hindi mag-loose yung motherboard at para secure na rin yung motherboard para hindi maluwag. Then sa sunod natin is yung power supply. Kailangan ingat din tayo sa pagkakabit ng power supply at hindi loose ang ating pagkakabit. Screw lang natin ulit ito. Kung paano natin tinanggal, ganun din natin screw sa pagkakabit. Siguraduhin lang na maigpit ng pagkaka-screw para hindi maluwag. Then sunod natin yung hard disk drive. Ayan, screw lang natin. Then one thing pa nga pala sa computer na to is siya ay hindi working, and okay lang na kahit magsuot ka ng mga jewelries or yung mga nakakabit sa yung mga kamay, then kasi hindi siya nagwo-work. Kung nagwo-work ang isang computer, kailangan nating tanggalin yung mga jewelries at saka may mga gloves tayong ginagamit. Yan. Ko-connect lang natin ulit yung SATA cable natin at saka yung mga power supply cable. Then ang ikakabit naman nating sunod is yung front panel connectors. Kailangan tama din yung ating pagkakabit ng front panel connectors, kung anong kulay ng cables, doon din natin ilalagay sa kulay niya. May nakalagay naman doon mga kulay para malaman natin kung saan natin ikakabit ang mga front panel connectors na ito. Then sa pag-assemble din, kailangan din alam natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung mga cables na ating tinanggal. Then ito, katulad nito, ito ang cable na ito is yung connected siya sa CPU pan para mag-run yung ating CPU pan. Then para mas madali nating malaman kung saan siya nakalagay, titingnan natin yung hugis at saka yung laki ng butas kung saan natin ipapasok. Katulad nito, doon siya akma kasi ganun yung size niya, pati yung mga butas niya. Then yan, tapos na natin ma-assemble ating computer. Thank you guys for watching, and sana may natutunan kayo. Consider subscribing and like the video. See ya.